today we're going to become glam potatoes like always, and we're doing a natural, simple, smoky eye look. So let's just jump right into it. So I'm going to start with my eyes. And I have a eye primer somewhere. Here we go. So this is my eye primer. It's by Morphe. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. And I use about a dot. So I'll show you what I mean by a dot. About that much on each eye, because I apply a lot of eyeshadows. And I just tap it in. So I would use a brush again, but I personally think that brushes absorb primer because they absorb foundation, so obviously they absorb primer, and primer can be expensive, so I don't want to waste my primer on a brush, you know. Plus primer can get kind of greasy and it's hard to clean your brushes with primer in them. Actually, I have no idea, I'm just trying to sound like a beauty guru. Okay, so this is the palette I'll be using for today's look. And then I will also be using a different palette later on, but for now we're just going to start with this one. So I'm going to go right away in with my crease brush, which is this brush right here. It's a Morphe. It doesn't have the number on it. It came with a brush set, and this is my brush cleaner. It's just a sponge, and you just dip it in there, and it gets all the stuff that you don't want in your brush out, basically. So we're going to go in with this color right here, and we're going to put that into our crease. So I always flick off the excess or whatever. We're just going to go in right here and into the crease. You're going to want to do soft strokes because the harder you do it, the more it's not going to blend. Here's me editing, realizing how stupid that sounds. The harder you push, the less it's not going to blend. What the what? The softer, the easier it blends. Like that. Brush big. So we're going to go in now with this one. Okay, and we're going to take, I think we're going to take, let's see, this color here and darken my crease.
Lightly pat that on because it is very dark. Put that over top. Right. See, it darkens it perfectly right here, but it still has the hint of orange on the outside. So it's gonna blend.
We're gonna go in with, I think it's this one. I think. Yes. So this is the 35 OS palette, the shimmer palette with Morphe. There is a matte palette just like this, but it's mattified and not shimmered. Obviously. The one color I'm very obsessed with right now is this orange. I don't know if that necessarily goes with this look. 10 minutes later. You know what? We're going to use the orange. So we are done with these brushes. We are done with those. We're going to put those back in there. We're going to use this brush right here. Okay. Put it into the brush cleaner real quick. You know, it's probably clean. And we're going to put the orange right here and there and put a lighter shimmer in the middle. I love shimmers, so this is gonna be like a shimmer smoky eye, and only bring it up half right there, so like
Drag that out. See, this is what I'm gonna do again. And blend it right here. So as you can see, I have like space between them.
Without a shimmer, we're going to take our blending brush that we used earlier, this one, and just lightly blend that a little bit so it's not so rough. Now for the shimmer on top, we are going to use this little brush and we're going to go into the shimmer right here. Actually, that's a lie. This one right here. Okay? It's a little bit gold, but not too gold where it's like, oh gosh, it's gold. We're just going to fill in that space between the orange and so really right in the middle of your lid. Now we're going to move on to the face. So we have primed our face. And just for the record, because I didn't say it, the primer I use is by Smashbox. It's the Photo Finish Primer, and it is bomb. So, yep. This is my foundation. So I'm just going to put one pump of that on my arm, like that. One pump goes a long way. And we're just going to spread this. So then we're going to take our beauty blender, and this is a Morphe beauty blender. It's normally like a lot smaller than this. I have wet it. And then squeezed it and took a towel and wrung it out in the towel. It doubles in size that way, and we're just gonna start to blend in our foundation. I'm gonna take my concealer right here. It's upside down, NARS. And we are going to conceal some spots that really need it. So this is my concealer brush. It's another Morphe brush. And we're just gonna dip into the pot. The pot. And go right under my eye. So now we're gonna just pat this in. So there is that. Now we are going to contour. If you don't know how to do this, then pay attention. I'm so funny because I barely know how to contour, but whatever. So I have a really old, probably about a year-old contour palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know some people don't like her, but she has a really good contour palette. So, and we're gonna use this color right here, right there on our cheekbone. So if you go, you can see the natural curvature of your face. I'm just gonna dip in there, tap it off, and go. So now we're going to take this color right here and bronze up our forehead. Because right now it looks like a 6 head. That was funny. Kind of ish. I don't know. Don't listen to my jokes. Just gonna lightly brush that on there. And I know it looks like just a line right now. We will blend that out so it does not look like a line. This is basically just warming the edges of your face, sculpting your face a little bit more. Yeah, I know. There's a line. I can see it. Don't worry. I'll get it. There. So this step is fun. You're going to take some loose powder. I use the Fit Me Loose Powder by Maybelline, shade 10, Fair Light. And if you don't know what loose powder looks like, that's what it looks like. That's the tea. You're gonna dip the flat part of your beauty blender into that. So you have this, and you're just gonna go right under your eye so that you set it so it does not crease. Now you're gonna do the same over here. So yeah, there's that. And then I only use this under my eye, the Laura Mercier, on the rest of my face, on my contour and stuff like that, because I just think it's a lot lighter and everything. So that's what I use, and then you're gonna dip it the same way. Go. And just clean that up a little bit. That, and then you let this bake for basically, I just do it for however long it takes for me to do like complete the rest of my face. So like eyebrows are another thing. I use the L'Oreal Paris Deep Brunette Eyebrow Mixture, liquid eyebrow, and I apply that to my brows. I mean, and it works pretty well, so that's what I have been doing. So the first thing I do is I draw a line to my arch right there, and I go from the top of that line right there, and I go down. So, and then I just fill that in, so I go from this little thing to right there. So I should make a little triangle, and then I'll just go from here to there. So you can see the form of the eyebrow, and then I will fill it in with the rest. And then I'll do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to fill this in, and then I will comb it out with my brush comb. I'm going to brush away the setting powder. So this is my new mascara from Target. Okay, and now I'm going to put on my false eyelashes because I know that some people don't know exactly how to apply those. So this is the glue I use. It's called Duo. And I just run it along the edge that goes onto your eyelid. So it's just one solid thing of glue. And I let it dry for a few seconds. It gets sticky. And I place it right above the eyelashes, and then I will pinch them together with my real lashes so that they just stick better that way. And I push them upward like that. And if you really want to, you can take your mascara and run over it. Just to kind of put them together a little bit more. And then make sure to do your under lashes. I personally use my, here, it's Becca Moonstone. I just take my finger and I just apply that right here and blend it in just a little bit so it's not too strong. Because you don't want to look like you're sweating, but like you want to look like you're glowing. So, so I'm taking this lip liner by Morphe, color Honeymoon. I'm just gonna line my lips. But this is by Kylie's Cosmetics, the Coco collection, which is her sister. So we're just gonna do this, and this is a mattified gloss, or liquid lipstick, I guess. That is orange.
No, it's blue.
Don't do that. That was dumb. That was so dumb. See, straight gold. We're just gonna... We're also going to take the orange. And that concludes this look. We are just going to set it with my Morphe setting spray. And that is it, bitch. That's it. Okay, I'm not doing that right now. But yep, let's loose the bangs. If they're gonna come down. Sexy montage. Ow! Alright, that's it for today's video. If you liked this natural look with a smoky eye, please just give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, potatoes.